You're on.
My name is Lois Clark, and I'm sitting in the Quilters cabin at the Pioneer Land section of the LaPorte County Fair in LaPorte, Indiana, which is in northwest Indiana between Chicago and South Bend. And we have a quilting group. We are not a guild. We are not anything official. We don't like rules, so we don't have any. We just like to quilt. And so we do quilts all year long. We quilt all year long. And our quilts only go to the Pioneer Land auction, which is always on the last Saturday of the LaPorte County Fair. So this year we're very fortunate that we brought over $8,000 for our quilts. So we're really proud of ourselves. There's probably 15 to 20 members of us. And some of those aren't honorary at this point because they have been ill. And but I would say we have 14 to 17 that are quilting all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
How many days a week do you get together?
Oh, well, fair is over now. So when we get three?
Wednesday and Sunday.
Okay. Well, yeah, we have been. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Oh, sorry.
And then we'll probably go back to Sundays right now. Sunday afternoons at 1 o'clock. And anybody's, of course, welcome to come in because the frame's always open. And then in 2 weeks we'll decide how many days we're going to do since our auction is over this year. And we like to evidently wait till the last minute. So we have an age of in mid-90s down to, I would say, mid-50s, roughly.
20.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet. That's the majority. And then we have Miss Tori, is at 20 or 21 now? 21 years old, which is our next generation. And we have a little sweetheart we call Miss Lillian, who's in 2nd grade. And so it's Tori's responsibility.
From here on in.
It is, yes. We allow Marla's husband to come on occasionally because we do talk about the male gender. So, all right, girls, help me out here. Everybody's going to be quiet. There's never a quiet one in this group any other time.
Okay, well, basically, we get a lot of stuff donated from the community, and we want to thank everyone for that. Our quilt tops and most of our fabric that we make our quilt tops out of have been donated items that we get in from estate sales, or the parents love the Pioneer Land Village and they want to donate. And we get all these fabulous things, and then we put them together and get them quilted and put them in the auction, and then the family comes back and sees and just has a tearful reunion with the fabric that their parents or relatives have had, and we just have fun doing it.
We do, and the LaPorte County, not to mention that the LaPorte County Quilt Guilds, which include Michigan City and Westville and Hanna, and some others. You get to naming names, you don't get them all, and somebody gets hurt. So I don't want to do that. But we've had a lot of support from our LaPorte County quilters in making tops. We just had a sale today of one that the Hanna group did, and we sold that quilt for $2,000. So they use us as a project. Their members make a block, they put it together, they ship it up here, we hand quilt it, and it goes to auction. So we've been very fortunate in that, and like Marla said, we've been very fortunate in people giving us materials and books. We've developed a library, we've developed extra fabric. We have been able to get 72 throw quilts and give to the LaPorte County Police so they can leave them in their car if they would need them. I beg your pardon?
Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels, we did 30 or some. Yes, we did. So we've had some unfortunate things happen, and we've had calls for quilts, and we've made them and sent them off to children. So so it's not just here. We do a little bit outside, but that is from the fabric that's given to us a lot of times. So it's all used. Also, when we were given fabric, if we don't use it, it does not go to waste. It goes to a couple local churches who make missionary quilts, and then there's another lady who prefers smaller blocks that makes mission quilts. And finally, the last really resort is that we send it on to Goodwill or the Salvation Army. So, so everything that we're given is usually utilized. And if it's really tough material, then we call Josie Foreman over in Rolling Prairie, and she comes up and gets it and she weaves it into rugs or placemats, or, you know, what else have we done with it? The rag lady, the rug lady, she cuts some of it up and she crochets rugs. So I think we got it all covered. We started in 2006 as a one-time fundraiser that has morphed into, we were demonstrating in the museum barn over there, and then we spent some time in the Farm Bureau folks let us stay in there for a while, and then we got our own first cabin, which is next door, and loved it. And then there were so many people in there, and we grew, that we got this brand new beautiful cabin that we all love. And the blacksmiths keep adding things in here, so when the smithies come over, we know we're going to get a special present. And the chandelier up there, our quilt chandelier, is at the very top of the list of everything that's been done. Pioneer Land, somebody's always putting flowers in, somebody's always helping somebody out here. That's the way it is. So we want to see this survive, this whole village. We want to see this survive and thrive. We need newer, we need younger. And that's why we keep quilting and sending them to this auction, because the auction money 100% comes back into this village in the form of maintenance for the existing buildings or brand new buildings. So we're pretty blessed, right?
Yes, we are.
So Jane's giving lessons right now, I guess.
We're also a traveling group. We travel to other festivals.
Yes,
Promoting Pioneer Land.
that we do, including St. Joe County.
We also go visiting other groups, and we do demonstrations. We've had people come in from out of town to do tours of our village. We also do Indiana history for the 4th graders in school, for the school tours in the spring and the fall. And we also have our Christmas open house, first weekend in December. And that, if you've never been out here, is fantastic to come out and see it. It's all free to the public.
And my wife and Miss Lois has no problems in spending my money.
Now, you also train people in, they want to join, they don't know how, and
Yeah,
you
Tori
train
came
them
to
in.
us that way, and we've had some during the fair that has come to us that want to learn how and then like it. Well, this is an addictive habit. It can be expensive, but we are trying to hide it from husbands.
Yeah, right.
Not always.
So it always does not happen, but anyway, yes, we can. If somebody wants to, we've had several this week during the fair that want to come in, and we invited them back in a couple weeks. We're going to take tomorrow off, and we'll come back in a week from tomorrow. And some of them want to come up and learn how, and we'll be glad to show them how, because it's something they can do. They make wonderful gifts when you get into this. It can get rather obsessive, right, Jane?
Right. It's addictive.
So, yeah, we're always open in here to teach anybody that wants to know. Miss Lily sat down, and Tori came to us. I don't know, Tori, did you quilt before?
I never quilted before, but I do most of my sewing by hand.
There it
So I
is.
knew how to sew. It was helpful.
Right.
But it's really easy. It's just sewing pretty much.
Right, and you like it?
I like it a lot.
Yes, and see, we like that. That means we're going to stay alive.
Yeah, you
Yes,
call it a dying art, but if it's up to us, it's not going to die.
That's right. I agree, Jane. That's exactly right. Oh, and the other thing that we all have pretty good stitches at the end of the day, but it's not something that we are real rigid about. It used to be the quilters had 10 or 11 stitches to an inch. And some of them probably do that here, but that's not what's a priority. The priority is to get the quilting done, have them be beautiful, but another priority is the friendships we've made within this group. And they're precious. And the people that are in here are precious. And we've had some ones go on ahead now, and they were precious as well, and we've all developed some great memories about the whole thing. So no one needs to get as one member came in, Rosie, whose grandmother told her her stitches were horrible, so she would never pick up a needle again. And it's not the case, is it, Miss Rosie? So, don't be worried about it. It's something you don't need to stress about. You just come in and it's a relaxation tool. And nobody's going to check you out. We'll give you the basics and everybody else knows how their own. It's like water seeking its own level. You find your own way. And it's all good. And we love it. In the end.
Well, how about if I put the camera on this
Yeah, I think that's a
piece of
great
iron up
idea.
there?
Yes.
Could you tell us about it again?
The quilt chandelier?
Yes.
Okay. We were in the next door cabin. Were we in? Yes, we were. And Dick Hicks is the major, the main oldest? No. He's one of the main blacksmiths over in our blacksmith shop, which is another interesting place with 6 or 7 forges and whatever. But anyway, whenever Dick Hicks comes in at one of our doors with a pencil and a paper, we know we're about to be blessed with a present. So, we had gone over there to ask him to adjust some of the quilt holders that are up on these beams that we had to begin with. And he came in and he said, well, I was thinking about that. So we came over here to this and he checked this out. He looked how high it was. He did whatever he does in his brain and with his pencil. And a week later, he and his son had built this and they were mounting it. Now he not only made and painted the chandelier, but also the pulleys. This is on a pulley system. So they did that as well. So Dick Hicks and Dusty Hicks, made that thing from scratch, and it's one of our prized possessions. And whenever we want to change quilts on there, we go over to the smithies and ask them to come over here and drop it. So you will see around here S-hooks, you will see the cross, that copper cross that Dick Hicks made. On the back of that door is an elephant he made last year. And on the back, yes. There it is. That's an elephant he made last year. And on the back of this door is a rack of sorts that you can have. Then you'll see bells that we have. What else,
A
girls?
lot of S-hooks.
Yeah, we said that. Huh?
Oh, you already said S. Well, the things that hold up our poles. Yeah, the S-hooks.
Yeah.
No, aren't those-
Yeah, those aren't S-hooks either. No, he did make
No,
those.
the
Those are mounted on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything of wrought irony looking thing,
Oh, we
except
also
for the
did our
lights.
pins for the quilt frame. The pins for the quilt.
Oh, he did nails, yes. So we got an old frame one time, and we lacked the nails to be putting it in to hold it, and so he made the nails for that as well. So the smithies are our friends.
They also did our flowers out in our flower bed, big metal ones.
One. They did one. And that was Calvin.
Yeah.
That was Calvin. So they're always adding a bit of joy. They always are. And something very unique. And I guess that's about it.
Any other questions?
Well, I was asking about the cross.
No.
Well, my bottom's crosses.
The wooden cross.
What about it?
I said, you
Just
guys
said
got
it was
one.
nice.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Lois.
You're welcome.